Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. You see the thumbnail. OTAs day one. We're doing a recap, people. The New York Giants are on the field. The New York Giants are in organized training activities. OTAs, in other words, the New York Giants are practicing. They're practicing. So, we're in phase 3, of this whole ordeal. And again, we have Giants on the field. I'm happy about that. And again, so the media did not have access to this OTAs. They won't have access tomorrow either. I don't believe they have access to day 3 of OTAs, and I believe that's going to be on Thursday. They do the 20th, 21st, and I think they take a break on the 22nd and come back. So everything that I'm giving you guys, or everything that I'm reporting on, is directly off of Giants.com. I'm reading reports from John Schmelk and another report from Dan Salamone about what they saw today during practice. And again, it's not much, but certain things did catch my eye. And then starting off with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones did participate today in OTAs. He didn't just throw off to the side. He was actually involved in the quarterback drills, individual drills like that. Then also he also threw a little bit in the 7-on-7s, and that's a big deal. John Schmelk said that he was moving well and that the ball had some zip on it. So fantastic. We already know, coming off the knee, coming off the shoulder, coming off the neck. We want to see what Daniel Jones looks like, and if he's moving okay now, and the ball has some zip on it, then it's looking like he's right on track for training camp. And again, we'll see what happens with that. You have Drew Lock, you have Tommy DeVito. Everybody is ready to go right now. Now, outside of that, moving along. Outside of that, one thing I thought that was very interesting to me, might be the most interesting thing that I read today, was that Jermaine Illuminor was getting some work in at left guard. If I'm reading this correctly, and this is from John Schmelk, during some individual during the positional drills, he saw the group of they split the O-line in half, and he saw drills where it was Andrew Thomas at left tackle, Jermaine Illuminor at left guard, and of course John Michael Schmitz at center, working on twists and stunts. That's interesting for me. When we got Jermaine Illuminor, I thought strictly right side, either right tackle or right guard. But right now, already, we're seeing a monkey wrench thrown in there. And we're seeing, or I'm reading that, and this is, if I'm reading it correctly, again, you can see everything on Giants.com. You had Andrew Thomas, Jermaine Illuminor, and John Michael Schmitz, working together on the left side. Now, I did see some pictures that are, some pictures where I did see Illuminor, looks like he was on the right side as well. I don't know if the cameras were reversed, but to me, it looked like, yes, he was on the left side. But then I did also see him, via the pictures on the right side as well. So again, we take that with a grain of salt. Maybe they're just working on that versatility. And again, when it comes to the offensive line, I hate the word versatility. Because versatility reminds me of musical chairs moving around, and we need to get this offensive line set as soon as possible. So next thing that they talked about was, of course, the defensive install. Shane Bowen. Now, they said that, they had multiple looks and multiple personnel. Again, he's installing his entire defense, not saying entirely today, but he's installing his defense in a lot of looks, I'm assuming. And again, different personnel and different packages, pretty much what we thought it was going to be. Again, he runs that base, but he's also versatile. He likes to, have the zone, run zone defense as well. But then it's all about what's up front and the different looks that you can provide. They didn't go into detail of who was lined up where. They did have some pictures. You saw Kayvon Thibodeau out there. You saw Brian Burns out there. I don't know if I saw a picture of Dexter Lawrence though, so I'm not sure if he was actually there. Hopefully he was. But again, installing the defense, nothing spectacular, nothing special happening there. That's strictly the fundamentals and what you normally see at this time. So getting into some of the highlights of the practice, you saw that Neighbors was involved, Hyatt was involved. Neighbors did get his first catch from Drew Lock. Hyatt also was making some plays as well, working his way, not just up the seam and things like that. Working some in routes as well. They did say that they worked a lot right out of the red zone, so take that with a grain of salt, the type of plays that they were working on and the kind of formations they were working on. Again, they didn't go into heavy detail on what they saw, just just the gist of what the practice was about. And then just some plays of the day. We got an interception from the UDFA, Alex Johnson. I do have my handy dandy notebook here. I took some notes from what I was reading. Alex Johnson, again, UDFA from UCLA. Got the interception. Drew Phillips had a nice pass breakup. And then they also said Tibbs had a would-be sack. Again, this is practice. You can't touch the quarterback. So Tibbs had a would-be sack. So that's pretty much what I read today. Again, once we see the beat writers, or once the beat writers have access to the practices, we'll get a lot more information. They'll leak that all over Twitter and stuff like that, and we'll be able to, to get those clips and see and hear and read about more things. But right now, I'm satisfied with what I'm seeing. Again, nothing special. Installing the offensive scheme and installing the defensive scheme, and then the guys that you want to make plays made plays like Hyatt and Neighbors, Tibbs, so far, so on. But again, one thing I would like to note, that is a surprise to me, is Jermaine Illuminor getting some reps at left guard. Would love to know what's that about, and curious to see what some of these guys say tomorrow when they go out there and do it again. Are they going to have him working on the left side again tomorrow? We will see. But that's it for the recap, man. Not a lot of news, but again, some news is better than no news. And with that being said, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.